Noswydda, Croeso Gymru. More specifically, welcome to the A4244 at Bryn Rhyfeil. I'm actually going to take a quick trip over to Felinheli, and I'm just testing the camera to see how it works in a Suzuki Ignis so it's a little bit different from riding the bike. So while I'm chit-chatting on, enjoy the ride and see what Snowdonia, North Wales looks like in the dark. Yes, I know it's going to be a bit rubbish, but hopefully it'll be just a bit different. So, Craigachlin, what's the channel all about? Well, I enjoy watching lots of the main channels, you know, TMF, Teapot, Richie Vida, Chronicles of Mr. Fish, to name but a few. The big sites with mass appeal. A lot of people enjoy them. I know quite a few people that also enjoy the channels. But they tend to use what I would describe as the obvious roads. The big roads, they're great, they're sweeping, they're fantastic. I love watching it. But I thought there's a place for what I would describe as the little roads. The ones where you come round a corner and you genuinely don't know what you're going to find. Could be a sheep, could be a tree down, might be a beautiful view, might be a bank of fog, you never know. But that's the beauty of it. They're really little tiny roads, full of surprises, and they're just a bit different, and they're just part of the rich tapestry that we have in Great Britain. I'm also going to do a few other bits and pieces which hopefully will show you little bits that you can come and look at while you're touring the area. What inspired me are a few sites I've looked at and really enjoy watching. Things like Saddlebag 73. Fantastic views of Devon and Cornwall area. Absolutely marvellous. Have a look at them. Really enjoy them. I'll try and put links on the bio or somewhere once I can further them out how to use it. Exeter Rider done some cracking reviews and seeing some of the lovely scenery. I was looking at the Fen Rider not long ago. I used to live in some of the areas that he rides in, and I know some of the areas reasonably well. And it's really familiar. It's really great to see. And yeah, loved it. So it gave me an idea. So hopefully you'll get to see a few different roads that will complement, not distract from, not compete with, but just complement some of the bigger, more well-known sites. You may remember last year, I think the TMF and Mr. Fish and Teapot have all done the road going through from Capel Curig through to Bethgelert, for example. Stopping at Snowdon Viewpoint. It's a great place to be. Lots of people go there. But what a lot of people don't realise is once you've done that, there's another little set of lanes that I've featured where you can go down the back and see little babbling brooks, quiet and away from all the tourists. And it's that magic that I saw particularly with Saddlebags shots that inspired me. Yeah, let's show you some of the other beauties. So I hope you enjoy it. So how did I come up with the name Craigachlin? Well, I believe, whoops, a loose translation, thank you very much, very nice that runner, loose translation is rocks and lakes. Now if you think about it, two things we get a lot of in Snowdonia: we get lots of lakes and lots of rocks. I'm hoping to go down some of the little back lanes that are dead ends soon, and they will hopefully show you some of the little hidden gems. I don't know whether they'll be good to ride on, but we'll have a look. So what inspired my choice of a Royal Enfield? Certainly a question a lot of people have asked. Well, I do ride bike quite a lot at work. I'm very lucky. I get to enjoy riding a motorcycle at work, which is good. And it's a reasonably large, modern bike. So I wanted something completely small and simple. I didn't want anything too big and heavy because I'm a wimp. I'm small. I'm hardly massive, so something like a BGS or a Multistrada or something like that, they're just too big and heavy for me. And for the type of roads I'm using, they're coming to their own just as it gets illegal. So not really for me. So ideally I was going to buy a Royal Enfield Himalayan, but of course the Bullet was going out of production. So my thoughts were, I've only got one chance of buying one of these. They introduced the Trials Works replica model, which isn't a trials bike. It's not an off-roader by any stretch of the imagination. Anyone that thinks it is sadly misled by it. It is a simple bike. It has one seat. It has dual sport tyres, for want of a better expression. The frame is marginally lighter because they've removed things like the pillion peg hoops, and it runs an exhaust with a high level outlet. It's got gaiters on the forks, but basically it's just a standard bike. It's simple, 500cc. This might sound daft, but in my father's day, 500cc was classed as a heavyweight. It was a full-size bike, and to be honest, for single carriageway use, it does the trick for me. It goes fast enough. It's allowing me to get into the little nadgery places. Yes, a Himalayan would have been better. I've got no doubts about that, and maybe in a year or so I might add one to the fleet. At the moment I haven't got the space, the time, the money, or really the inclination to do it, but hopefully we may well add something to the fleet. But again, it'll be a smaller, simpler bike. I may even go more for a dirt orientated bike, I don't know yet, but that's what we're aiming to do in the time. In the meantime, what's the channel going to do? Well, hopefully we've just been allowed today to go out and travel locally, so I took advantage of a break in the weather to go out there. Unusually, we've had some rain here in Wales. Normally it's wall-to-wall sunshine, but yeah, we've had a bit of rain, unfortunately, and it's been a bit cold, so I've not wanted to go out, but today the weather was good, so I took a quick trip out, and hopefully I can get a couple of videos in to show that. But yes, now we're beginning to get allowed out, and hopefully produce a few more different videos. I will be running a small series of videos as well on a car. It's a review of a car. It's going to be contentious. I'm sure it's going to upset a few people. I'm sure it will divide opinions. However, it may well prove quite different to what people were expecting, so look out for that. It'll be coming up in the next few weeks, so I'll hopefully get the first video out. So it's going to be mostly bikes, touring around, looking at different places. I've got a couple of projects I'm looking at, but I can't do those for some time. One of them I'm already was hoping to do last year. Already it's not going to happen until at least next year. That would be a nice, really interesting trip. Yeah, we've got lots of different things to look. Stick with the channel. Please subscribe, like. Please take a look at some of the other channels that I've mentioned. I'm sure you'll really enjoy them, and I hope this has just proved to be just a little bit of an interesting explanation about what the channel is about. I can't think of much else to add, really. I'll have a think. If I can come up with anything, whoops, I'll add it to the list. In the meantime, we've just been through Bethel, and we are heading towards Vellenhelly. Some people know it by a different name, but Vellenhelly is the correct name for it. What's amazing around here is that there's lots of history to do with the slate works, the quarries, the exporting. Wales is renowned for its export of slate. Although the industry is vastly reduced, you'll find a lot of people still are attracted because Welsh slate is fantastic. There's a brilliant National Slate Museum. I happen to know one of the people that works there. If you're ever touring in Wales, have a look. National Slate Museum down in Llanberis, it's brilliant. I do know one of the people that gives demonstrations down there, John Joe. Really interesting chap, really good, and they're really fantastic bunch. Learn about all the struggles that happened, how hard working the people were here, how a lot of the English landowners really treated them so badly. Nothing short of slavery, really. The English seem to have made a habit of upsetting most people, and if you come here and you find out the stories, it's tragic. It really is. But yeah, there's some fantastic things to come and have a look at. It's great biking roads, great driving roads. Anyway, we're now in Vellenhelly, so thank you very much. Oh, if you're wondering why I didn't say Borough and said Noster, it's good night. So I could have said that's without being the evening, but really truly it's a lot later than that. Anyway, so well, Val, thank you very much, goodbye, and I hope you found this interesting. Many thanks. And you're now enjoying a lovely view, well, you would be, across to Anglesey, across the Menai Straits, but of course it being night time you can't see a thing. Over, bye.